All right, we're going to look at 9.2, which is on sum and difference formulas for sine, cosine, and tangent. This should be a pretty short section because we're really just looking at a handful of formulas and seeing how to apply them. The book goes through how these things are derived, but I don't really think this is something we need to spend a ton of time on. So I'm not going to go through the derivations. We're just going to look at using them. All right, so first up, evaluate sine of 45 plus 30 degrees. Okay, so that's the sine of a sum, so that's going to be this formula. Since it's a sum, it doesn't really matter, but I'm going to make 45 my x and 30 my y. So this is going to be sine 45 degrees, cosine 30 degrees, plus cosine 45 degrees, sine 30 degrees. All right, so plug in what these are. Sine of 45. For 45 degrees, sine and cosine are both root 2 over 2. And for 30 degrees, the sine is a half, and the cosine is root 3 over 2. So if you put this together, this gives you root 6 over 4. And over here, this gives you root 2 over 4. So our answer is root 6 plus root 2 over 4. If you wanted to, you could check this, doing sine of, let's see, sine of 75 degrees. It gives me, well, this calculator tells me straight up it's root 6 plus root 2 over 4. But I can convert that to a decimal and get this, and compare that to actually doing the calculation, and we can see that it's correct. All right, let's do this next one. Tan of 45 minus 30. All right, so conveniently, this is the last one on the list, so it's still on screen. So let's use it. Tan of 45 minus 30. I'm going to make 45 my x and 30 my y. And so according to this formula, what we get is tan x minus tan y over 1 plus tan x tan y. All right, now we just have to fill these in. Now tan of 45 is 1. That one's easy to remember because tan is sine over cosine, and so sine and cosine of 45 are both the same, so that's going to be 1. Tan of 30, I never can remember which one it is. It's either square root of 3 over 3, or it might just be square root of 3. Now let's see, tan of 30, yeah, it's root 3 over 3. So I'm going to take these and plug them in over here. So up top I get 1 minus root 3 over 3. And on the bottom I get 1 plus root 3 over 3 times 1. I'm going to leave the times 1 off of there. So we need to simplify this thing. It's kind of ugly right now being a double fraction. But here's what I'm going to do. Let's multiply the top and bottom both by 3. We'll have to do another step after that, but this is going to clear out the double fraction. That gives me on top 3 minus root 3, and on bottom 3 plus root 3. And from there, I want to clear this further. So let's multiply the bottom by 3 minus root 3, and the top, of course, by the same thing, so that we're multiplying by 1. Now you could have combined both of these into one step, but I think it's better to do it like this. All right, so when you multiply the top out, let's see, you notice we got the same thing here and here. So we're squaring this. So we get 3 times 3 is 9, minus 3 root 3, minus 3 root 3, then minus and minus gives you a plus 3. Then let's see, downstairs, you get 9 minus 3 root 3, then plus 3 root 3, and then minus 3. that right? Minus 3? Yeah, because this is, when you multiply those together, you get 3, and you got a plus and a minus. Okay, so good stuff happens. These cancel, and so we're left with, I'll get into the next page. Let's see. On top, I've got 9 plus 3 is 12, and then minus 6 root 3. And on the bottom, we're left with 9 minus 3 is 6. So you can cancel this, and you're left with 2 minus root 3. And that's the answer. So this one, plugging in, wasn't really that big of a thing, but quite a bit of complicated arithmetic to simplify the answer. If I gave you this, I would want you to simplify the answer for me. I would not want it in the, I would not want this form right here to be your final answer. All right, we got a couple more examples, but I'm going to put those in the next video.